Microsoft's head of cloud gaming says that exclusives are not the answer. So in a recent interview with Game Rant, James Gertzman, who is the head of cloud gaming at Microsoft, talked about exclusivity and how he doesn't think exclusive games are the answer. Now, before we jump into this any further, if you are new here and you enjoy what you see throughout this video, I would really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button to join this community and help this channel grow so we can have great conversations in the comments below. As we know, with Xbox and with Microsoft, their big philosophy, their big selling point is that you can play Xbox games, you can play games within their ecosystem anywhere you want on whatever device that you have, whether that is a PC, an Xbox console, or an Android phone. And Microsoft has been really consumer friendly on this. They have been the ones that have been pushing for cross-play, cross-platform, and all of that kind of stuff. And recently with the acquisition of Bethesda, the biggest question everybody has is if these games are going to be exclusive to the Xbox ecosystem. Now, me personally, even after reading this, I still think that will be the case because I do not think he is referring to first-party content here. I believe he is primarily referring to third-party content and third-party partnerships. But let's go over what he had to say. The average game developer doesn't want exclusivity. The average game developer wants to be on every device that players are on. They want a mobile version, a console version. Console makers sometimes want exclusivity because they want their console to be special or better or whatever. But no, we don't think it's the answer. We've been pretty open about trying to support cross-platform experiences. Now, I 100% agree with this quote that Xbox has been the one open to cross-platform experiences, cross-play experiences. They're the ones that really got other developers and other companies into this. And they've also just been open with allowing their games that were initially Xbox exclusives coming onto other platforms, or after they have purchased studios, such as when they purchased Mojang, when they got Obsidian, games that were already in development for cross-platform, allowing these games to reach the PlayStation and reach the Nintendo Switch. Now, this quote really just points to their strategy with Xbox Game Pass to me. They're talking to third-party developers and they're talking to people that would want to work with Xbox, but would want their games to be available on other platforms. And with Xbox Game Pass, they offer that because obviously if you're on Xbox Game Pass, they allow people to experience the games through the cloud, through xCloud on their Android phones, and probably in the future on an Xbox One console through an app, through streaming, through your PC through streaming, on Apple through streaming. So they're going to be making that browser solution because obviously Apple doesn't allow Xbox Game Pass as an app on their app store, which is kind of ridiculous. But I think that's what he is referring to, that having exclusive content that only be locked onto a console and nowhere else is not something that they want, and it's not something that developers want. When it comes to Bethesda and when it comes to ZeniMax and it comes to their first party games, I still believe they are going to be exclusive. I don't really think he is talking about that because the fact of the matter is, even if those games are exclusive on the Xbox ecosystem, on the Xbox platform, they are still going to be available across multiple devices. And when they say here the average game developer wants to be on every device that players are on, this really to me is referring to the fact that when they talk to those third parties, the first party developers are owned by Microsoft, they're owned by Xbox. So whatever Xbox chooses, whatever Microsoft chooses is what they are going to do. I think in terms of a creative form, obviously if you're somebody who's creating a game, you want as many people to experience it as possible. You don't really care about exclusivity. If you're a developer who's working on like the art design of the game or something like that, or you're working on the level design, you don't care if it's exclusive to a platform. You want as many people to experience your creative work as possible. And at least within the Xbox ecosystem, there's going to be a wider range of people that can experience it because of the availability to play on multiple devices. But it's an interesting take, and I agree with him. I honestly think that exclusivity is a thing of the past, really, and Microsoft is kind of trying to get rid of that. And that's what they're doing with Game Pass. They want to get people onto their service. They want to get people onto Game Pass, and they would love, I guarantee you, to push Game Pass onto other devices. If other companies will have Game Pass on their devices, they will go ahead with it because that will not only increase their subscription numbers, but it will also provide more access to more people to play these games. I, for one, am always happy when I see exclusive content being spread out to as many people as possible. But obviously there is a business side to everything, and they need to do what's best for them because you don't see PlayStation budging at all on their exclusivity. They're still making these anti-consumer timed exclusive deals with a lot of games, and they're going to continue to do that because that's what gets people onto the PlayStation platform more than anything right now is their exclusive content. And with that exclusive content, they still make crazy great sales numbers. The other companies have to look at that, and if PlayStation isn't willing to play ball with allowing cross-platform, with allowing multi-platform stuff, then they obviously can't just allow that stuff to happen as well, and they're going to have to do deals for themselves in order to be able to compete in the industry. But I think the strategy of Xbox with Xbox Game Pass, allowing as many people to play games as possible through multiple devices, is going to be a winning strategy and a great strategy going forward. That's just my take. I know it may sound like very pro Xbox and very anti PlayStation and Nintendo, but honestly, I have everything. I play everything. I enjoy games across all platforms. I just really like the pro consumer stuff Xbox has been doing over the last couple of years. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Do you think that these comments mean that future first-party Xbox games are not going to be exclusive to the Xbox ecosystem? Do you like the strategy that Xbox is employing by allowing more people to experience the content that they have? I'd love to hear all your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you are new here and you liked what you see throughout this video, I would really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button to join this channel, join this community, help it grow so we can have some great conversations in the comments below. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.